Title: Cardi B breaks down to tears after Stefon Diggs reveals why he ended their relationship. The world of celebrity love stories has seen its share of heartbreaks, but few have captured public attention quite like the emotional unraveling between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Once seen as one of the most passionate and unexpected couples, their whirlwind romance, filled with luxurious gestures, fiery chemistry, and public declarations, took a devastating turn when Stefon finally broke his silence on why he ended things. Cloud with rain, the calm before the storm. For months, fans noticed subtle changes. The affectionate posts faded. The surprise gifts and loving comments grew distant. Even during red carpet events, their body language hinted that something wasn't right. Cardi B tried to keep the world believing that everything was fine, sharing photos, smiling through pain, but those closest to her knew the truth: she was holding on to something already broken. Behind closed doors, the rapper known for her fierce confidence and unfiltered honesty was struggling. She had poured her soul into this relationship, believing Stefon Diggs was her forever. But while she was fighting for love, Stefon was silently wrestling with feelings he could no longer hide. Broken heart, the heartbreaking revelation. The emotional storm finally broke during an exclusive interview Stefon gave to the Pivot podcast. Sitting in a dimly lit studio, the NFL star's tone was calm but heavy. When asked about his high-profile romance with Cardi, he took a deep breath before revealing what the world never knew. "I loved her deeply," he began, his voice trembling slightly. "But I realized I was losing myself. Our worlds are different. She lives loud, I live quiet. She wanted us to be everywhere, online, in the spotlight, and I just wanted peace." Stefon confessed that his decision to end the relationship wasn't about infidelity or fame, it was about emotional exhaustion. He admitted that their connection became more about public expectation than private understanding. "When love starts feeling like a performance, it stops being love," he said softly. "I didn't want to hurt her, but staying would have hurt us both more." Those words echoed across social media like thunder. Within hours, fans flooded the internet, some defending Stefon for his honesty, others accusing him of abandoning the woman who loved him the most. Loudly crying face Cardi B's emotional reaction. When Cardi B saw the interview, sources say she broke down completely. She was in her Los Angeles home with close friends when the clip started trending. At first, she thought it was just another rumor, but when she heard Stefon's voice saying, "When love starts feeling like a performance," she burst into tears. According to insiders, Cardi sobbed uncontrollably for hours. She felt blindsided, not because of the breakup itself, but because of how it was explained publicly. She had believed they were just taking space, never imagining that Stefon would close the chapter so openly before she was ready to speak. "It's like he ripped my heart out in front of the world," she whispered to a friend. "I gave him everything. I showed him love in every way I knew how, and now I'm the one left trying to breathe through the pain." She took to Instagram later that night, posting a cryptic story. "Sometimes love just ain't enough, even when your heart's still in it, broken heart." Her followers immediately flooded her comments with prayers and encouragement. The post stayed up for just 2 hours before she deleted it, but screenshots had already spread everywhere. Speech balloon, the fans react. The internet exploded. Hashtags like #CardiandStefForever and #WhyStefWhy trended worldwide. Some fans blamed Stefon for being too emotionally closed off. Others sympathized with him, saying he deserved peace after living in a relationship under constant scrutiny. YouTubers dissected every detail of the breakup, while TikTokers made emotional edits showing the couple's happier days, Cardi laughing in his arms, Stefon kissing her forehead, and the two dancing in their kitchen late at night. The nostalgia was heartbreaking. Crescent Moon, Cardi's late-night confession. Days later, Cardi B went live on Instagram, her eyes puffy but her tone composed. For the first time, she spoke her truth. "People think I'm always strong, always loud, always on top of the world. But I'm human, okay? When I love hard. I don't play with people's hearts. And when it ends, it cuts deep." She paused, tears glistening in her eyes. I understand what he meant about peace. Maybe I was too much sometimes. But I just wanted us to be happy. I just wanted to love him right. The live session lasted only 10 minutes, but it was enough to break millions of hearts around the world. Fans praised her vulnerability and maturity. Some said they had never seen her so genuine, so unguarded. Sunrise moving forward. As weeks passed, both Cardi B and Stefon Diggs began their journey of healing in their own ways. Stefon immersed himself in training and family time, while Cardi focused on her music, pouring her heartbreak into lyrics that fans say could define her next era. Rumors even suggest that her upcoming album will feature a deeply emotional track titled Performance Love, a direct nod to Stefon's words during the interview. Sources close to her say it's her most personal song yet. Meanwhile, Stefon has remained silent since his interview. Friends say he still cares about Cardi deeply but believes stepping away was the only way to preserve their respect for each other. Revolving hearts, a love that changed them both. No matter how the story ends, one thing is undeniable: Cardi B and Stefon Diggs shared something real. Their love may not have lasted forever, but it left an imprint that neither fame nor distance can erase. For Cardi, it was a lesson in vulnerability. For Stefon, a lesson in peace. For fans, it was a reminder that even the most glamorous relationships can crumble under the weight of real emotions. And somewhere, in the quiet spaces between heartbreak and healing, both of them are learning to breathe again, apart, but stronger than before. Title: Cardi B breaks down to tears after Stefon Diggs reveals why he ended their relationship. The internet went silent. Fans couldn't believe their eyes when Stefon Diggs, the man Cardi B once called her forever, finally broke his silence on why he walked away from what millions saw as a dream relationship. What began as one of the most talked about love stories in celebrity culture suddenly turned into a heart-wrenching confession that left both Cardi and her fans in tears. Rose, the love everyone envied. It all started like a fairy tale. Cardi B, glowing with success, and Stefon Diggs, the NFL star with charisma to match, were the definition of power couple. From courtside appearances to luxurious vacations, from music video cameos to family gatherings with Culture and Wave, they seemed unstoppable. Their chemistry was undeniable: laughter, inside jokes, and an energy that could light up a room. But behind the smiles and public appearances, cracks began to form. Those closest to them whispered that something had changed, a shift in how they looked at each other, a quiet distance during moments that once felt electric. Broken heart, the shocking revelation. Weeks after their rumored split, Stefon Diggs sat down for what became one of the most emotional interviews of his career. When asked directly why he ended things with Cardi, his eyes welled up. His voice trembled. "I loved her. Still do," he admitted. "But sometimes love isn't enough when two people start fighting battles the world doesn't see." He paused, trying to keep his composure before continuing. "I felt like she was losing herself trying to love me. And I was losing focus trying to protect her from everything: the media, the criticism, the rumors. It became too heavy. We stopped being at peace." He confessed that fame, pressure, and public scrutiny had taken a toll. The more they tried to prove their love to the world, the more distant they became behind closed doors. "We'd argue about small things, things that didn't even matter. But when love starts feeling like a competition with the internet, you realize it's time to let go before you destroy each other." Crying face, Cardi B's emotional reaction. When clips of the interview hit social media, Cardi was reportedly at her studio. Sources close to her say she froze mid-session. She didn't expect him to talk about it publicly, one insider revealed. But hearing him say he still loved her, that broke her. Later that night, Cardi went live on Instagram, no makeup, just tears. Her fans could feel her pain as she tried to hold herself together. "I ain't mad at him," she whispered. "He was my peace for a long time. But sometimes peace don't last forever. I just wish things went different." She wiped her tears and paused for a moment. When a man says he walked away to protect your happiness, you can't hate him. You just gotta heal. Her vulnerability sent shockwaves across social media. Fans flooded her comments with love, reminding her that heartbreak doesn't define her, it refines her. Speech balloon. The internet reacts. Within hours, Cardi and Stef trended worldwide. Fans on X, formerly Twitter, shared old videos of the couple laughing together, hugging on red carpets, and exchanging playful kisses. Some expressed heartbreak, while others praised both of them for handling the situation with maturity. "This is the realest breakup I've ever seen," one fan wrote. "They didn't cheat. They didn't bash each other. They just outgrew the pain," another added. Cloud with rain. The private letter. Rumors later surfaced that Stefan sent Cardi a private letter days before the interview aired. Insiders say the letter was handwritten, a raw, unfiltered apology mixed with gratitude. In it, he told her that she taught him what unconditional love felt like but also what self-respect meant. He reportedly ended the letter with, "I'll always root for you, not as your man, but as someone who got lucky enough to love you once." When Cardi received the letter, she reportedly broke down again, clutching it to her chest, whispering, "I'll always love you too." Sunrise. Moving forward. In the weeks following the heartbreak, both stars took different paths. Stefan threw himself back into training, often seen working out late at night, headphones in, focused, distant. Cardi returned to music, channeling her pain into powerful lyrics about healing, loss, and rediscovery. One of her unreleased songs, leaked snippets suggest, starts with the line, "You left, but you left love in me." Fans believe it's dedicated to Stefan, marking the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Red Heart Adhesive Bandage. A love that changed them. Despite the tears and heartbreak, both Cardi and Stefan emerged more grounded. Friends close to them say they've learned the true meaning of letting go, not out of anger, but out of love. Sometimes, the most powerful thing two people can do for each other, is say goodbye. And though the world watched their romance unfold, from wild laughter to tearful goodbyes, it's clear their story will remain one of the most unforgettable celebrity love tales of the decade. "We didn't lose each other," Cardi later said in a heartfelt post. "We just grew in different directions. And I'll always thank him for being part of my growth. In the end, love didn't fail, it simply evolved." Cardi B and Stefan Diggs may no longer walk hand in hand, but their journey will forever echo as proof that even the brightest flames sometimes burn too beautifully to last forever.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 쳐다